seem to be live then, I didn't know. Let me just see what's going on here. So that's camera 1. Let's see, that's one camera. Let's just see. I cannot see myself yet, so let me see. Switch over to the other. Can you see me? Can you actually see me here? Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't see myself live yet, but I assume it works. Let's see. I can see from the chat room that I'm getting good feedback, so it does seem to work. Let's see. Yeah, that gives you a big, very detailed image. Try and get it in focus. Ah, now I can see. Okay. Ah, it works fine. Okay. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I now have a headset on, which I can speak in parallel without speaking at the camera, which is again a lot better. Okay, well that's good. So that works. Because I don't have an HTML splitter, I cannot split audio and video here. So what I'm doing is I'm going through an external video recorder that can, there's a mic input there, so I'm having a separate mic input. The camera's got its own mic too. Oh, I sound far away, let's see, is that right? Okay. Do I sound far away now? No, I think now it's fine. Still far away, gosh, really. Okay, okay, then I won't do this now, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take off the stick off. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do now is go right back to the microphone. I think that's much better, then you can hear me loud and clear. So I'm just going to adjust the picture. There's not much to see. Okay. Loud and clear, that's good. Okay, loud and clear is fine. Okay, well, let's not worry about the rest. It's fine. I can stand here. It's much better anyway. So I can jump from one to the next. That's fine. So I'm just going to show you the setup here. Ah, right. Okay, what I'm going to show you now is just the setup I have at the moment. I think this will interest Danny quite a lot. My setup, let's see, I got another message here. Ah, they can see me, that's good. Well, now you can't see me at the moment, but the setup I have here is I have two external video recorders, 1 and 2. So what happens is the signal from my camera, okay, that cable goes into a switch, okay? And at the moment what I do is I switch between one camera and the other camera. And the other camera is right next to me. I'll show it to you. So I have two external video recorders, digital video recorders, which are called Ninjas. And they have the function of recording any video in HDMI, which I can do in parallel here, right? Then I've got a laptop, which you can see right now. That's a laptop you're looking at. And that's where I can follow what you're saying. And I have a headset here, so I can, I don't disturb and give audio back feed. Then I've got power supply. Everything is done external power supply. Even the cameras are running on external power supply. And that's basically my setup. I had exactly this type of setup when I was in the lift. And there's a small encoder here. Let's see if I can show you that. Let me zoom in a bit. Try and just get the camera right. Just adjust the height here. There we go. That's it. That's what I was looking for. And now we zoom in a bit and focus. There we go. Yep, there we go. That small box here is my encoder. My encoder. That's called a video, a Teradek. It's okay. It's not great, to be honest. It's okay. It could be better. So, from the hardware point of view, let me just put everything here so we can see it properly. So we've got the external video recorders. We've got this. It says live, so I know I'm live at the moment. I've got my power supply and HDMI switch, and that's it. And in future, what we want to do, which is going to be much better, is to replace this encoder with software and just have the HDMI go directly in through HDMI video cards. I mean, Danny understands this very well, of course. And I do want to keep the two external video because I think they have a big advantage. Because you can just record externally in the HDMI, as I was explaining, and it's just very, very pleasant to have that, especially when the little ones get very active. I'm just going to give you a beautiful view out on the lake whilst nothing's going on. Oh, sorry, not a lake. I call it lake because it looks so beautiful. But this is much, much better here. Sorry, it's a bit overexposed. Let me just correct the exposure here. And there's your beautiful view. And then we can go around. You see, this is much, much better on the ground. So let's start right where the US is. Oops, straighten the camera a bit. So that's pointing west. Well, there's another message. What is going on now? Okay, nothing. So I'm pointing west towards the States here. That's indeed the US that we see there. And now I'm going to very slowly go around, and you can see the view. The nest is right here, okay? The nest goes up there, and there is the bath where the eagles were bathing. That's where Echo and Foxy were, okay? In that bath, right? And that's the famous bath where they were, if you look at my 2012 video, okay? So now we're going to just take a view around. And you can see we're going here. That's all still the States. And there we go. That's Point Roberts there, right? You've seen this very often through my big lens. Okay, there's Point Roberts. And then we go around. And here's my magic piece. Let me just put the exposure up again because it looks rather dark here. Okay, that's better. That's better. Got a good picture. So that's my 800mm lens, which at the moment Okay, that has to happen. The train comes. Okay, anyway, that's my wonderful 800mm lens that you see here. It's got a 1.4 tail adapter on it. It's a Nikon D4S external microphone and an HDMI cable also going into the encoder, okay? And then I switch between one and the other. And it's very stable. It's got an image stabilizer. The image stabilizer is very, very important for the stability that you get in the picture, okay? And here's some dogs for you. Let me show you some beautiful dogs. Hey, they are so happy to be here. Now let's see if I can show you our wonderful dogs here. Hey, stay here. Wait, let's come. Wait, let me just do this properly. You can see these wonderful dogs. You can decide yourself what kind of breed this is. Let me just try and do many things at the same time, which is very difficult for a man. Come here. Hey. Come. Come here. Say hello. Come. Come here. Come, 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 come. Come. Come, come. See, that's one of them. Look. Hey, come. Come. That's one of the dogs. That's a big puppy. And here's the other one. Come. Carla, come. Come here. Come here. Come, come, come. Come here. Come, say hello. Say hello. Say hello. There you are. You see, there's the two dogs, right? Hello. Okay. Okay. Okay, now you saw the dogs. So now you finally know what they look like, right? They are really wonderful. There they are. So the one's a rescue dog and the other one's the puppy of it. And they're the dogs that you always hear. So now you finally know what they look like. So I think it's going to help you a lot understand what's going on and where the noises come from. Right, here they are. And those are the deck chairs that I already explained where Echo and Foxy were, right? Okay, now we got all that. And now I'm going to switch back on the other camera. Okay, and now we're back on that camera. Nothing going on yet, so that's pointing directly at the nest. So I think you understand, you should understand much better what I'm doing here and how I'm doing this. Let me just take a look at the form. Ready? If there any, okay. Okay, I'm glad there's no rain today. It's a very quiet afternoon here. So welcome everybody. Just gave you an overview of what it looks like here. It's much more pleasant to do this from the ground than from the lift. Because you don't have this horrible sea-sickening shaking all the time, which I don't like. The light is incredible here. I mean, you got these all kinds of different shades of blue here, all the way to purple. I'll try and show you some of that. I did hear Pa earlier. I don't know where he is now, but he's around somewhere. I do hear crows, which is a good sign because that means that eagles are around somewhere. They seem to be very upset. Okay, that's the view that we have. It's absolutely incredible. You can see that. It looks nearly kitschy because it's so beautiful. Um, that's looking over to the US at the moment, and the water is exceptionally calm. There's not the slightest breeze at the moment. So I presume that's also why Mile Park cannot be seen, because they rather sit down if there's no lift. It's very peaceful at the moment. So there's not much to say. It seems like there's no action up in the nest. I will try in the next days. I don't know if I can do tomorrow morning, but maybe Thursday or so. Come early in the morning. It's the only hassle is, I mean, you can see that the setup takes about 20-25 minutes, and then I have to pack up and go to work. So it's that's the only drawback. See, we have some beautiful boats there. Let me see if I can show that too. Okay, it's amazing stability here. You can see this point out towards this water marker there, towards Point Roberts. That's as far That's as far as the eagles will fly. You're looking at quite a distance here, a couple of miles. You can see how clear one can see the tip of Point Roberts. Actually, unbelievable. There are no whales out here. No, there wouldn't be whales now. Whales would come here February, March, April, but definitely not at this time. We didn't have any whale this year, I think, but last year we did. In 2012, I think I took my first picture of a whale. Unfortunately, it's stranded here in White Rock. I have it somewhere on my page, I think when I just started on Sasse Photo. You can see it there. Yeah, it is a very nice view from the property. You're absolutely right. It's magnificent. It's an absolute dream, in fact. It's a very, very wide view. There's hardly any obstruction of trees. So you can imagine how it was possible to take some incredible images here of eagles flying by. Of course, it still takes a lot of patience because you have to anticipate when they're coming, where they're going, and so on. But it does give you some advantage. And then I can go down directly to the beach below and see when Ma and Pa come and do fishing. But I mean, to take all the heavy gear down there is not easy, I can tell you that. It's quite risky because there are a lot of rocks down there. Now what I'm going to quickly show you is the other pylon, if I can just... I want to show you the pylon where Ma flies to, okay? So I'm going to move this huge monster over here. And, oops, the cable. Damn, it's always a problem with the cable here. See if I can manage this somehow. Okay. See if I can just point it out there. Where are you? Oh, I'm just... Yeah, there it is. That's amazing magnification that you're getting at the moment. Oh, I'm glad the sounds are coming through so well, but what's interesting about this pylon is that's where David Hancock is going to place the fuel cell. What I hope, I don't know if they're going to do it tomorrow, but what I will try and do is give live coverage as they install this. It's most amazing. You can actually see there's a seagull sitting there. I can zoom in even further. It's absolutely insane, actually, what I can do here. Talk about paparazzi here. I mean, the stability is absolutely stunning. You can see two seagulls sitting there, so I would easily be able to resolve an eagle. With a naked eye, what does it look like? Goodness me, you just see like a stick in, you know, in the distance. But I would be able to resolve Ma here, no problem. There's another seagull coming in. Anyway, that's in direct line of sight towards Point Roberts, more or less. And that's the direction that they usually fly. And they will not tolerate any eagles there, at least as far as I've seen it. So when Ma came in with a duck a few weeks ago, just look on my website, you'll see a picture there. This is where all the eagles came in following. I didn't know what was going on. I was sitting there having some coffee here, and suddenly all these eagles were flying towards us, and I didn't know what was going on until I realized that Ma had caught a duck out there. I don't know if she caught it or stole it from somewhere. I don't know what the background was, but anyway, she came back flying and then landed in a tree nearby, one of the trees I've just been showing you, and you know, caught her breath, fought off a few of kleptomanias nearby, the other eagles, and then made it up to the nest. Most amazing, really. So the instability is caused by the rise of warm air from the see, that's called shimmering. It's nothing to do with the lens. It's to do with the distance and the change. If you want to know the scientific terms, the change of refractive index in the air. that's causing the instability, which we call shimmering. Okay. Anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me see what else I can show you. I can show you a little bit more because we've got an incredibly clear afternoon here. Let me see, just focus out again. Okay, let me show you some of Boundary Bay, if I can manage that somehow. Just wait, hang on a sec. Just need to get something done here. Okay, that's it. Yep. Okay, this is how you do spying. It's unbelievable. This is right across where the airport is. I would be able to resolve eagles here. I think you believe me. Okay, we're looking back out on Boundary Bay. You got some entertainment here from the dogs. Sorry, the system sometimes crashes. It's a bit more stable now. I didn't have to reboot, but I just found another small technical adjustment I had to make, so I think that's eliminates that error. I do hope we see some eagles later. Oh, yeah. Okay, zoom in where? Sorry, zoom in where? What do you mean by zooming in? Like that? Zooming in. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, the wine and cheese. Yeah, by the way, we did have wine and cheese yesterday, you know? We did. It was wonderful. Oh. But next time I'll sit here and have my wine and cheese and broadcast that. How's that? Let's see what else I can show you. Let's see. Yeah, that's like a piece of art, isn't it? It's amazing. Beautiful. Oh, the dogs are really upset. I don't know why, but they just feel like barking. Oh, where's that boat? There we go. Here's a boat. Saw a juvenile fly by. See, these come so unexpected. Oh, you're welcome for the tour. If you have any special requests, like I can't show you the moon at the moment, but I can tell you when there'll be evenings where when the sky is clear, you get incredible resolution with our craters with this camera. It's just amazing, and in fact the moon moves out of the picture very quickly because of the high magnification through the rotation of the Earth, of course. And but it's quite amazing. You can resolve craters fairly well with this lens. So I'm sure one day I'll give you the the pleasure of seeing that. Yeah, the lawn here is very beautiful. I mean, of course, the property is very well maintained. You see Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf is, where is Mr. Wolf? Where are you, Mr. Wolf? Can't even find you. There you go. Sorry, now it's getting so close I can't focus in anymore. Anyway, you saw it. Oh, there's an eagle coming in. Hang on. Now it's getting exciting. Let me go to the nest quickly. Oh no, it flew by. I'm not sure. It might still come in. It might do a turn because there's no draft. As I said, there's a big turn. It could be Mark coming in. Let's see what happens. Because what they usually do is it's like a spiral staircase. They have to take a long route around. Yep. Coming in. Oh gosh, and now perched just below at an angle where I cannot show you. That's not fair. That is not fair. Let me see what I can do about this. Did not go up to the nest, but stayed close by. Let me see if I can get a view of Ma. Not very high. One sec. Let me just figure this one out. Hang on. she's hidden behind some branch. I can unfortunately not see her at the moment. Sorry about that. Okay, so what you see there is the tree where Mars hidden. I know this is not very much you can see at the moment, but I can't offer anything better. Sorry. Sorry, let me just focus back in. What you do see on the left is the nest, okay? Then there's a tree next to it. It looks a little bit barren. Then there's a very thickish tree, and the one that is more or less in the center is the one that is the tree where Mars hidden at the moment. Okay, if you don't know about the WREC book, 2 years ago I published a book together with Tina and Rosanna about, that was the first thing I ever did on eagles, really, about the White Rock eagles. And you can get this book at the, go to the Hancock Wildlife Foundation site, and everything goes to the Hancock Foundation, so I don't make any money on this, okay? So do buy it if you want to. I think it's a beautiful book, and it shows the story of the eaglets, Echo and Foxy, growing up here. And it'll also show you how they bath in this bath that I just, let me just point back at the bath so you can see that beautiful bath there as we zoom in. All right. That beautiful bath here is where they bath. And I don't know if we'll see anything this year, but who knows? Anyway, you see the whole story, how they grew up and how they start flying and so on. It's that's a wonder. I think it was a really touching project that we did. I certainly learned a lot that way. Oh, the White Rock book is going all the way back to Holland, so I'm glad to hear that it's so popular. Who knows what I'll come up with this year? It depends on the story's all ahead in the next weeks. This could be exciting. There's Point Roberts again. Um, Oops, sorry about that. 50 millimeters is more or less, that's the size as I'm looking at it, okay? So whatever you see on your screen is more or less the way I see it, okay? Let me just straighten this a bit, okay? So that's about the same scale as you look across, okay? And then you've seen what I can do with the other lens, how I can actually zoom in. I will zoom in to 70 millimeters. That's the maximum I can do with this. And if you look across the bay, you can see a light patch, okay? A light patch. I will try and zoom in with this camera. You cannot, I cannot zoom in that well. Yeah, you can actually see the patch. That's actually amazing. It works fairly well. What I'm doing here is a digital zooming, but it's still sufficient for you to see. And that's the patch. Of course, if I go with my big lens, I can resolve single rocks there, and I probably could even see an eagle. That's not a very good zoom, okay. But you do get the idea. That's where the eagles are in Point Roberts. Okay. Now we go back to normal, and that's how you see it with the naked eye. Still nothing going on. Yes, how did you know the dogs are under a tree? That's correct. Can you see them? Can you actually see them with the other camera? Ah, yeah, okay, you saw them from the ground, that's right. I can't see them anywhere, they're somewhere in the garden now. Yeah, it's a very quiet evening, not much going on. So, um, Okay, I can't really. I'm just reading the chat now and then, but I cannot really scroll back. I can, of course, but I don't do that. I've got Windows 8 on here, which is a bit silly with a touch screen. It's not that easy to do. So if you have any questions or any comments, just let me know. Okay, I'll read it. Okay, there was a little bit of flapping going on. Oh, that's a good question. Are the dogs scaring the eagles? Not at all. I mean, what I've seen is most remarkable. I think David already pointed it out. Eagles are very, very used to urban life. Um, of course, when the eaglets are there, um, the the dogs probably won't be in here when they start fledging. But Pa wasn't one bit worried about them. I saw him when a midshipman fell down where close to a tree where you just saw them. Pa just went down and got it right in front of them. Oh, well, not right in front of them, but he wasn't. They're not worried about them really. I mean, puppies do chase eagles, yes, but not. It's never ever ever been a threat to them. Really, never. It's. I mean, they they worry very little about these things. Yes, yes, they are out here. I don't know where they are. Oh wait, sorry, just have to get the dogs. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that's a good question. Will I be doing a live broadcast from the street, from the beach? I'd love to. Maybe over the weekend. You know what the problem is? You need a broadcasting stick. Yeah, I think if we get the computer going, that's an option. I mean, I can. The good thing about the encoder, it's very light, and I can mount it on top of the camera and run on battery power for maybe half an hour and an hour. That's possible. But you know, at low tide, I can do quite a lot also from up here, especially from the ground, and do a lot of beautiful broadcasting, much better than from the lift, because I'm fairly flexible. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the intention later is to go to all kinds of different sites. I'd love to show you ospreys one day and many, many other things. So I think we will get mobile. I can't promise that we'll do it on time this year because we're just setting up the technology. But I can promise that we'll do something from Harrison Mills in November. I don't know if I'm definitely going to go to Haines, Alaska this year in November, beginning of November. I don't think I can take my, I will take my 800mm lens along. I don't know, maybe I can take the encoder along, but then again I need a wireless stick, and I think Gillian told me the reception is very poor up there. Internet is terrible, so that's a real limitation, so I probably will not be able to do it from there, so I'll probably just be taking videos and broadcasting at a later stage. I think that's the way it's going to go. The view towards Point Roberts again. an incredibly beautiful view there. It's very calm. It's high tide. As you know, you've got. I saw on the chat room they've got the tide tables too. Seems so peaceful in the nest, nearly too peaceful. Maybe there was a lot of action today. I'm glad there are about 33 viewers now, and I think once there's really a lot of action, there'll be a lot more viewers. I'm fairly certain about that, because it's going to be very unique to show things. I'm delighted that we're getting less and less interruptions with the technology, so I've got used to this now, and by the time the computer comes, we won't need it anymore. No, that's only a joke. Whilst we wait, I can tell you a riddle. Do you want to hear a puzzle? Let's see who's the first one who's going to solve this puzzle, but only for people who are A. I'm not going to look on Google or anything similar, search it, or B, don't know the answer. I don't know if you want to hear a puzzle, but I can give you a puzzle. It must be getting late on the East Coast now, so it's a 7:45 here. Sunset is well after 9. Really beautiful here. So let me try and give you a view of the sunset, which is still far away. Okay, there's your sunset. It's really beautiful. This is of course looking northwest now, quite north actually. Um, really beautiful evening. So just enjoy. Whilst we waited for some eagles to come in. Or maybe none tonight, who knows. Well, the great news about all this is that I got the camera so well now that I could actually disappear for hours during the day and just give you a live view. So let me try and go back to the other camera. I just saw a movement in at the nest, so if it doesn't rain I could just let the camera run. So I don't necessarily have to be there. Maybe it's even better